Eastland.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Flying Car. I am your host, Ronald Eastland. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm here talking to Jerry Grunau.
Well, the name's Gary Grunau to begin with.
With a G or a J?
G. But that's okay.
Let me just write that down, make sure that we
That's
don't say
okay.
that.
And your name again?
Ronald Eastland.
Ronald Eastland. I've heard a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's just wonderful. Now, why don't you tell us about Spiritual Milwaukee's?
Well, it's not quite spiritual.
Okay.
It's the short form of spirit. And it's not drinking spirits.
Oh.
And it's not the spirits that haunt houses. It's the Spirit of Milwaukee. It's about Milwaukee, the environment, to make Milwaukee a better place to live, work, and play.
And so, what does the spirit mean then?
The brand, the values of Milwaukee. We're helping to foster that.
And what kind of like innovations and innovators you got going on over at Spirit Milwaukee then?
Well, Spirit of Milwaukee doesn't have a location.
It's locationless.
No, it's
But it's just the
Milwaukee.
whole spirit of, therefore,
It's the environment.
the whole thing.
We're encouraging innovators. We're providing the type environment they need to grow and prosper. Dramatic, isn't it?
It's very dramatic. I'm
Yeah.
pretty in shock is what I am.
Yeah.
Now,
What's your name again?
Ronald Eastland.
Ronald, okay, yeah, I remember you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'm glad he remembers.
okay.
Well, do you work with specific companies?
A lot of the things that we're doing and involved with involve companies like Johnson Controls, Rexnord, Briggs & Stratton, Northwestern Mutual, the big companies that are attracting innovative people and creating innovative ideas.
What about Schlitzer?
Well, Schlitz,
You lied to us. You said there wasn't any affiliation with spirits. This is the spirit right here. This is the spirit of Milwaukee, sir.
well, beer helps creative thinking,
Indeed it does.
but that's not our product. Schlitz went out of business because they did think innovatively, but they thought in the wrong direction. They went out of business. That name is now owned by somebody on the West Coast. The beer is brewed by Miller Brewery here in town.
Would you care for a Schlitz?
For a Schlitzer? Mm-hmm. Well, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning.
Heavens.
I've had a couple, but I'll take one now if you want.
All right. Let's
Okay.
crack do. All right. Here's one for you.
Thank
Here's
you.
one for old Ron Man.
You know what they did
What did
is
they
they innovated. This is innovation in reverse. Mm-hmm. They went back to the old formula,
They did.
and
it says
it's
so.
a great beer.
Classic Formula 60s.
Yep. Some people innovate by going backwards.
I see. And so do you innovate backwards or forwards?
I'll innovate in every direction we can.
That's what I want to hear. That's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because sometimes, as they say, the past and the future, they do one of these things.
Yes.
They intersect like a circle going opposite directions, but they still touch at the top and they touch at the bottom.
But you're only doing it in 2 dimensions. They go this way too.
They do that, but I can't do that with my fingers so well.
What do you do with your brain?
I can with my brain.
Yeah.
And speaking of brains, you wanna crack here?
Absolutely.
Let's do this. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Cheers.
Bumps.
To the flying car.
May it be successful.
Every direction, interdimensionally, not just with 2.
Correct.
Amen.
That's the spirit.
It's so cold. It's strong is what that is.
It's good beer though.
It's the 60s formula, I'm assuming. Pardon me. I'm assuming in the 60s, people were allowed to get a little more tipsy on the job. Did you work in the 60s?
No, but I drank in the 60s.
Did you drink on the job in the 60s?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, people when they used to work in the breweries would drink all day.
Really?
Absolutely, they had
Did
beer
you work
breaks.
in a brewery?
Never did. Well, we did some mechanical work in them, but we didn't make the beer. We
I see.
built the equipment that made the beer. You seem to be enjoying that.
Like I said, it's like,
Thank God.
God.
Thank God you got 12 of them.
Well, we have plenty. You want another one?
No, one's enough for me right
All
now.
right, okay. Fair enough. You just holler if you need one. Are we going to be friends?
We'll be friends.
I like the sound of that. Cheers to the breezes which float through the trees and lift women's skirts above their knees, which teases and pleases and spreads such diseases. Oh, Jesus, what a snatch down the hatch.
That's the spirit.
Hence the spirits of Milwaukee, man. And that has been Flying Car, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ronald Eastland, and thank you so much for meeting my new friend,
Good meeting you, man.
Gary
Attaboy.
Brunau.
Sports.
Schwartz.
Flying Car, a 10-day extravaganza in June dedicated to your entrepreneurial spirit and here to showcase the men and women shaping our future through technology and innovation. For more information, visit flyingcarmke.com today.
It's just a mess.
You're about to bleed all over your shirt.
Is it bleeding already?
Yeah, no, it's just a little itch, but we'll go away.
Cinnamon biscuits is what that is.
Alcohol thins the blood, just like that.
And that's good because then I won't bleed to death, right?
Yes.
I'm bleeding to death.
That's okay.